Hi everyone. Okay, hi. Today I'm going to talk about the story of how my sister exposed me as a furry to my entire school. I know, it's pretty crazy, right? So, oh, excuse me real quick. All right, so it all started when I think I was around, all right, so I joined the furry fandom when I was about like 12 or 13. I was like on the edge of turning 13, right? So yeah, so I was a furry when I was like, I guess like late 12. Um and I was really enjoying the fandom as well. And I remember a month into the fandom, uh my sister my sister found out I was a furry, and I basically turned my sister into a furry successfully, which is really good. Um, and because of that, she's been a furry ever since. Basically, she's still a furry today as well. Um, and all right, so fast forward to a few months later, right? So my grandma, she she is really good at like sewing stuff, and it was my sister's birthday coming up, and my sister asked my grandma to make her a partial fursuit. Basically, just make the paws and the head. So yeah, um, so yeah, they're making those kind of stuff for her birthday, and she eventually got it for her birthday. It looked very amazing. I gotta say, even though it was my grandma's first time making a fursuit, I thought it looked very great. Um, so it was a great day. She got it for her birthday, like I said, and it was a great day, and I didn't think any much of it. So a few months later, my school had a disco coming up, not a prom, just like a dance, basically. It's gonna be like music. I'm like a really huge party guy. I like partying and stuff. Yeah. So there was going to be music, there was going to be dancing, and it was just going to be a fun time, which is honestly sounds like my type of thing. Um, so I guess it's kind of like a rave, I guess. So yeah, I've seen a lot of furry raves at like conventions. I've seen like videos of them. They always look very very fun. Um, so I was excited to go to this disco. All right, and I was getting ready and stuff. I remember wearing a Stranger Things shirt, which I got complimented by everyone for it, which was pretty nice. And I'm not really like that close. I don't really have any much friends at my school. So, yeah. And I'm a bit quiet. So I'm just thought, yeah, I'm a bit quiet at school. And, I was like getting a lot of attention by everyone. I thought like, oh wow, this is great. Like everybody's complimenting my Stranger Things shirt. I'm not wearing it right now, of course. Yeah, my like complimenting my shirt, which is very nice. And I remember seeing like a bunch of people there. Like I talked to a lot of people. Yeah, it was amazing. Like music was great and everything like that. Until it came around the end of the disco party. And I, so my mum was going to pick me up for the disco. And actually, you know what? When the last song played of the night, I don't know why, I had this gut feeling. That my sister was going to show up with my mum in her fursuit head. And then I was like, oh well, I mean, I was like, in my mind I was like, oh, I hope that does not happen, because that would be really really bad. Well, when my mum picked me up. Where all the parents were waiting like outside, and guess who was there? My sister. Exactly as how I predicted it. She showed up in her fursuit. I know. That is very, very bad. Okay? Okay, and nobody knows I'm a furry as well. No one at my school knows about it. Okay, and I want to keep it that way. And I was getting along with everyone until that point. Yes, I know, it was insane. And like, I was seen walking with them. I was trying to distance myself from me and my mom and my sister. And I was like, yeah, everybody, I saw like a few people looked at me and stuff like that. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah. And then the next day came about. A few people asked me, what was that? You know, a pretty normal normal question to ask when a furry is by you, by your side, in a random night. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Everybody kept asking questions and stuff like that. I was literally talked about the entire week by everyone. Like, oh yeah, did you see that furry at the disco and stuff like that? It was like, yeah. Great exposure, I guess. And then I guess some people, whenever someone asked me at school if I was a furry, I would say no, but I'm pretty sure there are a few suspicions. But that was like back in 2022. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, that was like a long time ago. That was like 3 years ago. I'm pretty sure everybody has forgotten about it, which is good. Really, really good. So yeah, that's basically my story. Okay. Bye. Have a good day.